Hey guys! So today we're going to talk about last night's episode of Once Upon a Time, and look at my cool new hat. Oh, look at that. It's versatile and it's warm and I love it. So you guys, last night was kind of crazy and there was all kinds of things that happened. I think if you're a Regina fan, last night was the episode for you. We got to see tons of flashbacks back to when Regina actually first gets Henry, when she first adopts him, and we kind of see her evolution as a mother, which I thought was really interesting. Back in the present time on the island, the number one goal is obviously to find Peter Pan because he's got Henry's heart and they need to get it back. There was this moment that I thought was so interesting that happened between Regina and Emma, as Emma's trying to kind of console Regina and tell her, like, look, I know exactly how you're feeling, and Regina pretty much tells her, like, no, you don't. Like, you have your family here, you've got your parents, you've got two men who are fighting over you. I have no one. I have Henry. He is all that I have in this world, and basically if he dies, my world is over. I just thought it was a fantastic point, and really the more flashbacks we saw, the more we got that is the complete and total truth for Regina. I loved that moment too when Emma actually played her Lost Girl card with the Lost Boys. She pulls out her inner mother and promises to take them back to Storybrooke if they'll tell her where Peter Pan is, and eventually they do. I'm loving the fact that there's going to be all these fantastic new characters in Storybrooke when we finally get home. So they go off, they find Pan, and it seems way too easy, you know, that they managed to get his heart back. There was this fantastic Regina moment that was so badass, you guys, though. So Mary Margaret, Emma, and Regina go off, and I love that it's just women that go off to find Peter Pan and get Henry's heart back. And he uses this tree to, like, trap them, and there's, like, vines wrapped all around them. And he's telling them that this tree is like the tree of regrets. So all of the things they regret in their life are making it even harder for them to escape. And then Regina was just pretty much like, I have killed and tortured and maimed, and I have no regret. And then she just ripped the vines off and comes walking out. It was probably the first time ever that I was just like, come on, Regina! Like, I was so excited when she did that. But yeah, so she snatches Henry's heart back out of his chest. And at that moment, I was just thinking, this seems way too easy. They managed to get back to the ship because everybody's on the ship now because they're thinking, we've got Henry's heart, we're gonna leave. She puts the heart back in, and then she does a spell so that no one could take it out again. They managed to get Mr. Gold back out of Pandora's box, and, you know, they've got Pan's shadow, so I'm thinking we're going home. Things are good, let's go. And then the crap really happens. So Peter Pan is not giving up. He comes back to Henry, tries to take his heart out again. Of course, that doesn't work because of the spell that Regina did. And so he starts to try to rip Henry's shadow out, which looked very painful. Mr. Gold shows up and he's got Pandora's box. He opens it and basically starts to suck Peter Pan into the box. But Peter Pan does something to Henry, and there's this moment where you see this flash in both of their eyes. And instantly I knew what had happened, right? That he had somehow managed to switch their bodies. So now Peter Pan is inside of Henry, but no one realizes that. They all think it's Henry, and the real Henry is inside of Pandora's box. What? I mean, I don't know how I feel about it. I will say I am excited that Peter Pan's not dead because he is so freaking evil that I just love to hate him. I hope that Henry does not end up hanging out in Pandora's box for very long, because that would kind of suck. Based on the preview for next week, it does look like, I mean, they're gonna figure it out pretty quickly that something is up with Henry. It was definitely a cool little twist, and so I'll be excited to kind of see what they do with that. Now, you guys know that I am serious about my Captain Swan love, so now it's time for my Captain Swan 2013 update. Not much to report in this episode, although, if you are a true Captain Swanner, you guys, there was a moment where they were getting ready to leave Neverland, and Hook says to Emma, as you wish, my lady. So the more he keeps saying as you wish to her, the more I keep thinking about the Princess Bride and hoping beyond hope that something like that is gonna happen in the future. Really good episode, and I can't wait for next week. Okay, you guys, I will see you again soon. Bye.